like to have a crack at doing an intro?
I never had an intro. I just usually just yell into the microphone.
That's fine if you want to do that. Do you want to do it? Okay.
Ah!
Wait, not now. Wait, I haven't pressed record yet.
Oh.
Hello everyone. How are we all doing, guys? We made it to Friday. I'm going to tell you now, I don't know how the hell I made it to Friday because I feel like today. But it's fine. We've tanked up on meds and we're good to go. And I'm pleased to be joined today by... Yes, today, guys, we've got Rora on.
Hi. Yeah, we're not sick at all.
Everything's fine, guys. Everything's fine.
Enemy women don't get sick. Yuck.
Yeah. How would that even
they?
happen? Yeah, like...
I don't know. I guess they got touched by the forbidden touch. You know what the forbidden touch is?
The forbidden touch?
Mm-hmm.
I dread to
The
think...
Cheeto. The Cheeto touch.
The Cheeto touch? Oh.
Yes. Every gamer that knows enemy women has Cheeto dust.
Cheeto
in
dust
one way or another.
everywhere.
Hmm.
Got it. I understand. Anyway, yes, as I say, we're both somehow fighting through some form of illness today. But other than that, how have you been? How's your week been? How's your 2024 been so far?
Honestly, I went to the store the other day, and basically, I witnessed why iPad kids are horrible now.
iPad kids are horrible?
I did. iPad kids are horrible. So, you know, I don't know if you know, but there's like a phenomenon or like a crisis happening in America where 10-year-olds are having big balls to adult people in Sephora.
What?
Yeah. The
What?
little 10-year-old girls are like being really mean to like adult women in Sephora for no reason. They're just trying to do their jobs. But I witnessed this.
Man,
why this is happening the other day at Target. As I like to say it.
I don't follow a lot of American news, but so I'm learning something. I'm learning something.
Yeah,
right
it's crazy. It's crazy right now. Apparently, I figured it out. I kid you not. I passed through an aisle, and the mother says to their child, "Mommy, I understand you're upset right now, but you already have 2 stacks of Uno cards. If you're gonna buy another one, then you have to get gifted a gift card and use that." I'm like, huh?
Uno cards? Really?
Uno cards! First of all, why does Tommy have 2 sets of Uno cards? Second of all, why would anyone give a 5-year-old a gift card? And third of all, just say no! You already have 2, Tommy! Leave it at that!
And also, why would anybody have 3?
Exactly! Why does Tommy need 3?
He's got what, one to leave at home, one to take with them, and one spare, right? Is that what it is?
Where is he gonna put the third one? In the card like cabinet or something?
Red, bro. What the hell is that?
Oh,
what did he
God.
put? What is? I know that I already know that anciano means old. Okay, I'm not that dumb. All right, I got it. Okay.
I know.
Oh, okay. He's actually put English
at least he has
the
English translation at the end. That's funny.
I actually didn't realise, but it's fine. Once I got to anciano, I was like, you. So something that I see you often playing is Tetrio or Tetris.io. Is it Tetrio?
Oh yeah, I've been getting back into it.
Yeah, it looks like you play that fairly often. You're way better than I ever would be on it. But yeah, how do you kind of get into that? Is it just something you've like always done? Like
I think someone suggested it one day, and I was like, I never played Tetris in my life ever. And they're like, okay, try this, and I tried it, and then for some reason, the whole Tetrio community saw me, and they were like, wanna vice. And I was like, okay. This doesn't seem dangerous at all.
And
so I didn't.
And that was it, and you were in.
yeah. And then I was in with the crew, and I felt like part of the community because everyone was so nice. Everyone's so nice in the Tetris community. Like, for some reason, everyone knows each other, and I'm just like, oh, that's nice. And then they're super nice, and they gave me like this thingy, this badge. I still don't know what it is to this day, but they're like, here, have it. It looks cool. I'm like, okay. And apparently it costs money, which I'm like, oh god, no. No. I didn't know that, but they're like, have it. I'm like, okay. And I still play it, like late nights, randomly. Yeah.
Okay, nice. Well, that's why you're so good. Whenever I come on, how the hell are you doing these things? And then obviously there's a couple of regulars in there that I did see that look like they're always duking out at the top. They look like they're crazy.
Oh yeah, no, I like it. So basically, whenever the Tetrio community sees like, oh shoot, battles, for some reason they just like to like duke it out, but they're super like good sports about it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because usually they know each other and they're like, man, I'll get you next game, next one, and then
Nah.
they usually do it again and again and again. And like in retrospect, it's just for practice.
Yeah, yeah.
Because a lot of them play in the league.
So it's like not in that toxic category or anything.
Yeah, it's not toxic at all.
Play.
I haven't like seen any toxicity in that community at all, from what I know. But I know maybe there's some bad apples, but I have not seen any.
How about that kid that beat it? Oh, did you see that in the news? There was like a 12-year-old or something, or 10-year-old. Or I don't know what his name was, but
Tetrio and apparently Tetrio and Tetris 99 is completely different. Apparently, I don't know. Yeah. So the Tetrio community is mainly like you actually like it's kind of like a mini battle. Like you have to strategize.
Yeah.
Because the more you stack, the more you defeat the other player, basically.
Yeah.
You're usually just playing against each other. But like for that one, I think it was Tetris 99 or just regular Tetris.
Yeah, I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, you beat the game with the 99999, and I didn't know that, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah, like somebody says, oh, we don't know whether it's possible, and that kid literally sat there for hours and hours and hours and hours and did it. And then,
I mean, let's be honest, I think it was possible. I don't think a lot of people wanted, or either wanted to, or had a lot of free time to. And like when you think of like a 13-year-old, you're like in what, middle school, and you probably have the most free time.
Yeah.
So why not make a record?
So it went viral in the UK, and do you know why it went viral in the UK?
Because it happened in the UK?
No. Because the newsreader who was reading about it roasted him and says it's not an achievement. Get out or something like that. Get outside. She got roasted so hard when the clip came out.
She's not a gamer.
I don't think that newsreader's been back on since then because she's been getting a lot of flack about it. It's like,
I mean,
how can you
honestly,
belittle the
I would be
achievements?
shaking in my boots.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, she has more balls than me, but I would be home crying, shaking in my boots, telling the Tetris people to leave me alone.
I mean, it's one of them where, like, yes, it's a game, and yes, it's actually an old game, like the original Tetris and all that sort of stuff.
It's really old.
You can't just belittle somebody's... to them, that was an amazing personal achievement, and to the Tetris community, that'd be like, holy shit, you did that? So, to belittle that, I think, was the thing that she did wrong there.
Yeah. I mean, it's the case with most stuff with people that aren't, like, invested. Let's just... For example, Vtubers, people are like, oh my god, who would use anime women? And then it'll be the Vtubers themselves saying... Right? That's so gross. That's kind of cringe. And they're like, anyways, my stream starts at 5.
Yeah. Yeah.
Come on by if you like anime women.
What's saying cringe? I would never like anime women. Are you sure about that,
Yeah,
Flex?
gross. Who would ever actually spend their time on anime women?
I know, right?
Could it be me?
Yeah, right.
Anyways, let's show the anime women clips, okay?
Yeah. Who would even do that? So, other than Tetris, I've also seen you playing a lot of Overwatch. So, were you like massive Overwatch stan for ages, and then what do you think of what's going on with Overwatch 2 at the moment?
Oh, Overwatch. Ooh, it's like a toxic relationship. I think everyone can, like, anyone that plays Overwatch, they can just agree that it's a toxic relationship.
Exactly.
It's just like, I don't need you anymore, but like, still come back and call me. And like, oh god! And it got worse because they added a battle pass. Like, it used to not have a battle pass? I don't think so.
No, it didn't.
Pretty sure
it didn't.
I'm pretty sure it didn't.
It was just like a...
It's just a progress for levels,
progress
basically. Like, level progression. And that's basically all you had to rely on to make you feel like you're good. And now that there's battle pass, it's just like, let's see. If you're not done with the battle pass in at least like 15 days, you're ass.
So I kind of... I used to play a lot, like loads. It was like, I loved it. It was great. I'd go in, play a few games, whatever. It's one of them where I could pick up and go for a few games and then drop it. But then obviously, I followed it. One of the main strengths of Overwatch was always the lore side of things as well, which was why everybody wanted the PvE, wasn't it? They wanted like a PvE campaign, and we do the thing. The lore's pretty good. It's pretty sound tight,
oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to cut you off, but my Me2 just died.
Oh no!
Wait a minute, it just closed on me for no reason. Why? Yeah, continue.
So Overwatch, like I say, it was like one of them. The lore was really strong. They were really good at like that side of things. That's why everybody wanted a PvE campaign of some sort. And then when they promised, everybody was like, okay, this is sweet. And then around that time was when Blizzard kind of shit itself, I think. And then unfortunately,
it was crazy.
that was unfortunately the downfall of probably Overwatch's peak, really, wasn't it?
If anything, I have a controversial opinion about Overwatch.
Go for it.
I think. I don't know. I don't know a lot of people, but like, I want to say I was the only one, but I think I was more like not phased. I was like, okay, I guess it's like, it's not the worst thing. It's like, grounded into what it is.
Yeah,
It's Overwatch. I don't think you can add more to the game, and because there's like come to a certain point, if you change the game too much, it's not gonna be Overwatch anymore.
No, I don't. But I mean, that's why it was supposed to be Overwatch 2 to make it different.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's one of those when they decided to pull the PvE stuff. A lot of people, I think, felt a bit hurt.
I didn't really care that it didn't come out. I'm just saying. That's just me, though. I know a lot of people cared about it. I feel sad for those people. It's just like, for me, I was like, I don't care. I just like Overwatch.
Yeah. So it's kind of like I do like still dipping in on it every now and then. Obviously on the European servers. But what I found was when Overwatch started having like its little wobble. It happened to be at the same time as Apex was getting a lot more popularity, right? So it kind of it was in conjunction, I think. So I started playing Apex and stuff for a little while. I was streaming it and everything as well. I wasn't very good at it, so it's fine. It's fine. However, when I came back from Apex to go back to Overwatch, I was like, it's been a little while. I want to try Overwatch. I was so much better at Overwatch.
Oh yeah, no, Overwatch, you don't need to aim at all. You just need to pray that you'll hit someone.
Yes, obviously there's some element of aiming, but I think because Apex was so more precision, I think that made me a little bit
Overwatch
more...
is a very much pray and spray.
Especially with like people like Diva and things like that. It's just literally you can just
yeah.
press the button.
You just honestly hold down Diva pew pew because it's infinite ammo. You don't really need to reload.
Exactly.
Which is I think that's why everyone likes Diva. And then for some reason, oh my god, hot take. Remember like a couple years ago, Overwatch was like so obsessed with like Diva merch and oh my god, Diva this, Diva that, right?
Yeah. She was the poster girl, right?
Yeah, she was the poster girl for Overwatch, basically. And as soon as Kiriko came out, now Kiriko's the poster girl for it. I'm just like, I'm kind of annoyed. I kind of miss the Diva merch because everything is just Kiriko. It's like, I think the most recent BlizzCon, a lot of it heavily featured Kiriko merch. Like, a good portion was Kiriko merch. And I don't even think there was any Diva. I don't remember. It happened a while ago. But I just remember sitting there like, I don't want Kiriko merch.
Yeah.
I don't want Kiriko.
I don't want it. I want the other one. Yeah.
I want
it's
other
gone
characters. I miss the old Overwatch. The one with Diva merch.
So, Spanish VTubers or Spanish-speaking VTubers, do you think they'll kind of ever break into more mainstream? Do you think? Because I feel like they're very popular in the Spanish world.
Yeah. So I had the opportunity, a really very honorable opportunity, to collaborate and be in a group collab with a lot of Spanish-speaking VTubers that I never met before, by the way. But we ended up some of us. The thing with group collabs, it's kind of like a mixer in a way. So like you just see who you mesh well the most with, and then eventually you branch out and actually become like way better friends and stuff like that. And I was fortunate to collaborate with what I didn't know at the time, by the way, people that were pretty well known in the Spanish space. I was like, huh? Like, to me, I thought they were just like, they're just VTubers I had never met. Like, respectfully, I didn't dive into their I did dive into their content before a little bit, but like not to the point that I was like, I know everything about them. But I didn't know that they were like so well known in like the community. And I was like, wow, that's so cool. I didn't know. Like, this was after the collaboration. I was like, oh, that was a good stream. Yay! And then like when I went to go follow them on all their socials afterwards, to those that I didn't follow at the time, I was just like, oh, wait a minute.
Wait a minute. That's a lot of that's a lot of zeros on the end of that.
That's a lot of people. I was just like, wow. And I just sat there like, how did I get here? How did I get here? Like, the Spanish VTubers, they're the sweetest people you'll ever meet. They're so nice. Like, all of them are so like supportive when like it's like, oh, if you need help, just reach out to me and I'll help you out. I'm like, oh, that's so nice, because I'll be frank, like, I'm not the most fluent. Like, I'm pretty fluent, but I'm not the most fluent when it comes to Spanish. So 2 of them from the collab actually really helped me out with English and stuff like that. And we actually became more connected in DMs and stuff like that. And they're so nice. They're so nice. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful.
I don't know many Spanish VTubers, so I know that you can speak Espanol, but other than that, the only real ones that I see are like people like Iron Mouse and Coefficient. They're the only 2 really, and they're both Puerto Rican, so it's not Spanish, Puerto Rican Spanish.
Oh
it's not
yeah,
Mexican
Puerto Rican
yeah.
Spanish is way different sometimes.
So they're the main ones that I know about. There might be some that, like, if you'd said the name, I'd go, oh, I know the name, but like off the top of my head now, I couldn't tell you. You know?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people. Technically speaking, when a lot of people are saying like, I've never seen a Spanish-speaking VTuber. Technically, if you're in like the VTuber space, I think everyone knows the number one, the number one person that is actually a Spanish speaker. Yeah. You know who that is? Iron Mouse.
Yeah, Iron Mouse. Yeah,
everyone knows Iron Mouse, dude.
So
she's a Spanish speaker.
I've just thought of one more. Maca. Is it Maca from Hololive?
Oh, Haka!
Yeah, Haka.
Yeah,
is it Haka? Sorry,
he's brother for me. I think he's Mexican. He's Mexican-American.
Is he? Yeah.
Maybe. I'm not really sure, actually. Don't know. I know he's Mexican, but I'm not really sure if he's Mexican-American or fully Mexican.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know he's in Hololive EN, but I didn't know which country specifically he's from.
Yeah, he's Mexican. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I think, like, me and my family like to watch his stream sometimes. It's funny.
There are some, when I delve deep, I'm like, oh, okay, actually, I think they're Spanish-speaking, but... Yeah, there's not many mainstream English speaking, but I know that the numbers can be really big from like the Spanish side of things, but we just don't get any news or any view on it really on the English side. We just see, like, you know, when it comes to like streamer awards or VTuber awards and things like that, you'll see a name pop up and go, oh, I don't know that name, and then you find out they're massive in the Spanish speaking world. So yeah, it's just interesting to kind of see that, I suppose.
Yeah, so actually one of the girls that I did the collaboration, her name is Meika. And she was super sweet. She was super fun. We duke it out in party animals and stuff. And I didn't come, like, it wasn't until like a couple days later that I was like, oh, I wonder how the girls are doing. Like, I want to get in contact with them again. They were like super nice and blah 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 blah. And it wasn't until I followed Meika, I was like, oh shoot, Meika. Like, apparently Meika is really well known in the Spanish space. I didn't know that. I was like, what?
Gotcha.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh my god, I feel honored now. I feel honored. I mean, I still felt honored regardless. So I was like, oh, Spanish girlies play with me. That's so cool. And like, my goal this year is to make more friends in the Spanish space because I do want to really divulge in like Spanish.
Of course, yeah. Makes sense. Understandable that you'd want to do that, yeah.
Yeah. Also, all the girls are really nice, and I want to make more friends. Yay!
Yeah. So obviously, Iron Mouse is like biggest VTuber and all that sort of stuff. Is Spanish speaking, blah blah blah. But how did you get into VTubing? Was it like people like Iron Mouse, or was it just you just got into it yourself via another route, or?
Oh no, it was a hobby.
you just saw pretty anime waifu on the screen.
No. So funny enough, I did like a long time ago. I used to stream just like solo with like no cam, and like one day I was just like, maybe I should put like an image just to like have it there, and then in the back and like in the corner. And it wasn't until like someone from like the Twitch chat was like, "Are you like a VTuber or something?" I'm like, what's a VTuber? And they're like, oh, it's like, cause they like use images of like anime or like a doodle or something, and like they use it as their speaking thingy. And I'm like, At the time I was a PNG, so I was like, I don't think I'm a VTuber, cause like PNG VTubing wasn't like really like acknowledgeable at the time.
Yeah,
like,
I mean,
people were just like,
a lot of people did start with PNG tubing, right? Because it costs a lot of money.
Yeah, people
for models,
like nowadays it's really common, but like back then. Like, it was early COVID season, I think.
Oh, like early, like 2020?
Yeah, early 2020. Like, VTubing took off, like, a couple years ago, I think. Yeah, about, like, 3 years ago?
Pretty much COVID was the reason it took off, to be honest. Everybody was at home,
that's
looking for new media, looking for new ways to pass the time,
And so, when someone told me, like, oh, what, like, you're a VTuber? I'm like, I don't know what that is. And then I think I started trying to find someone else that was, like, similar to me. And I saw someone else actually using a whole thing. And they're like, oh, yeah, I'm a VTuber. And they were using, funny enough, they're now one of my waifus named Skeggy. And I started becoming friends with her, and then I really got into it because I started watching her. So technically speaking, it wasn't someone like mainstream at all. If anything, what got me more into it is watching Korone clips.
Gotcha.
Especially my first Korone clip was literally just like the soap one.
Oh no.
The soap one. I was like, that's funny.
Yes, it's just like...
But I didn't know anything about companies or anything like that at all. I was like, oh, this girl's really funny. She does really well, huh?
So the first two that I saw were Fubuki and Korone. Fubuki with like a little funny little songs where she'd do like a like that was like the first one I saw, I think. And then the Korone clips, and then a big part of getting into Korone in particular was when she played Doom. That was like that was massive. Like this cute anime waifu on the screen. He's playing Doom and going, "Oh, a chainsaw! Wow!" You know what I mean? Like, it was so funny. That was a big thing. And then obviously the Halloween branch launch. Was it the end of, was it the end of 20 or beginning of 21 that they launched? I can't remember.
Yeah, I remember when they debuted. It was crazy. Also, like I said at the time, I didn't know what Hololive was, so I just assumed all these VTubers with the models. I just assumed they were all rich. I was like, oh wow, they have money.
Yeah.
I was like, because like, okay, technically speaking, I didn't know like rigging costs a lot of money at the time. I didn't know that models take a lot of the time. I just saw that Korone. Like, she had like a really, well, quote-unquote advanced model at the time. Like, I knew it was a model, but I didn't know like all the like the pricing of the rigging. So I just automatically assumed just because she has something that was moving, it was really expensive. And I sort of read about it anyway, because like it was expensive, and I didn't know she was a part of that company. I was like, oh wow, there's companies.
Yeah, it's obviously a little bit harder to fund yourself as an indie, but you can do it, as you've shown. You've I guess if you've been doing it since 2020, you've been doing it 4 years ish, nearly.
Oh no, I've been doing it
or longer than that.
For about like 2, 3, almost 3 years.
Gotcha.
Almost.
Yeah. So yeah, you started as a PNG tuber. You didn't like overextend yourself. You're like, you know what, we'll try this as a PNG tuber, but then you've kind of evolved over time into what?
Oh yeah, I've evolved a lot. Well, technically, I would say I've been debuted for a year technically, but VTubing I've been technically doing it for 2 years, and then there was a period that I was streaming for a year, but it was like very spotty, so I didn't really consider it like as like the start. So I would say like I've been VTubing for like 2 years technically speaking, but I've been debuted for a year.
Yeah. So have you got any kind of big overarching plan, or is it just take each year as it comes, or?
I mean, this year I wanna. What do I have? I have a goal list. I at least want to reach a partnership, at least, with something, which I kind of already did with the merch that I have currently released.
Oh, nice.
Also, I think it ended like pre-orders ended two days ago. So wink, wink, wink. Get the overstock.
Go check out the merch, guys. Post it, Rora. Post it. I'll let you post it.
Oh shoot. Okay.
It's another VTuber that has merch before Nags, guys. Like it's Go check it out. Go check out that link. Go check it out.
Oh no. What's the topic?
VTubing, you this year. Goals.
Oh, this year, yeah. Yeah, I have a lot of goals this year.
Yeah.
Main one is to reach partner. I think I want to get more invested into collaborating with new people.
Gotcha. Hello.
Which I'm doing now. Yay!
Yeah. It's obviously that was pretty much my kind of. So last year I was kind of didn't really know what I wanted to do with my streams and stuff. So I like about May, June, I went to Japan with my brother and all that sort of stuff, and then I took like about a month's break off the streaming. And then when I came back, that's when I started doing like this reactanty side of things with like the VTuber reacts and things like that. And I seem to have found a little bit of a niche thing that people seem to want to keep coming back to. Well, for some reason,
I don't see a lot of people do that.
For some reason, they're coming back. So I guess I do good or something. But yeah, it took me a long time to kind of figure out what I wanted. It's taken till now to kind of find a direction, and it's only really since November that I'm like, right, I must branch out more, try and speak to more people, maybe try and get some collabs like. Hello, and yeah. It's one of them. It's wanting to branch out. I think it's kind of natural for this, isn't it?
Yeah, the only V2 reactors that I knew of was Nags and some other guy. Respectfully, I don't remember his name because I'm not really the best with names.
Probably Coefficient.
Maybe. I don't know. He has like a beard, I think.
Yeah, that's Coefficient.
Is that him?
He's the Puerto Rican guy. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. And the only reason why I knew about Nags in the first place was I got featured in one of his videos, and then I think Chibidoki plays with them every now and then, but I didn't know he was like a reactor. I just knew like the name Nags from Chibidoki.
Yeah.
And then when someone told me like, Rora, you got featured in a Nags video, I'm like, who's Nags? Like, I know who's Nags, but like, what do you mean I got featured in a video?
Nags just getting hooed casually again, guys. You know, it's fun.
Yeah. So I was like, wow, that's cool. I didn't like I knew like there was React channels. I didn't know there was like specifically people that like react to just VTubers exclusively sometimes, you know?
Yeah. Flex in Chase going, that's me, I submitted the clip, it's me.
It's me.
It was. He submitted it here, and then he probably submitted it in Nags's as well. Or Co's. Well,
God.
Flex is in all three of those, so he's probably submitted it somewhere, right?
Flex, I need you to get me featured again.
Yeah.
But like an actual funny clip without me getting inside at the ending because I got embarrassed. I was so embarrassed at the end because it was just like dead silence. I was just like, oh god,
Yeah,
no, the edited clip is funnier, please.
It was the Minecraft one where you fell down the hole. Yeah.
Yeah, because I was okay.
It's okay. I
Recently-
added an effect to that in the
Oh, thank God.
in the cut of the episode. Actually, I added the JoJo to be continued on it.
My reactions are either super loud or super quiet with my mouth open. And I'm just like, God damn it.
Don't worry, I'm exactly the same. Swap back the scene. So, did you have fun, Rora? Did you have fun? Did you
have
enjoy
fun.
it? It's something a little bit different for you, hopefully, and
Yeah. I hope everyone enjoyed today.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for coming out today.
I hope everybody enjoyed themselves too, guys. It's always cool to have new communities over and things like that. So yeah. I hope you've enjoyed it, guys. Thank you so much for that. And oh yeah, we got to do the cheesy YouTube outro. We got
the outro.
I do an outro on every video as well. So we'll
outro
YouTuber time. Ready?
Okay.
Bye, guys. Thanks.
Bye.
Rora ATF. Twitch.tv. Atrum Starstryder.
Check me out.
Atrum_Starstryder. Twitch.tv.
Check me out, or I'll shove corn up your ass, respectfully.
Bye, YouTube. Bye-bye.
Bye.